Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble. And again, Rumble, it's catching up on the XCOM 2 episodes there. And yeah, today I think I can manage to get around publishing XCOM 2 episode. Tomorrow supposedly is going to be Prey, and then afterwards we will start off, which is Saturday, with that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, that's the name of the game. Also, I have published everything on the blogger stuff as an archive post there, and also on Patreon for extra support. So let's get started. Got some stuff coming out of CES still. Supposedly AMD is bringing Fidelity FX super resolution upscaling to YouTube and VLC videos. VLC, it's an app to play videos on your PC. It's the one that I use. I don't use Windows Media Player. I never like too much of it. Yeah, VLC, it's the one I use, and it's good news. Similarly, because NVIDIA already has this implemented. Also in VLC, if not mistaken, and this will be driver thing. So supposedly will come driver update on Adrenaline software. Which will implement this. It will be good, mainly for if you're watching like low quality videos that the source is like 720p maximum or even 1080p, and if you have a higher resolution monitor, it will automatically basically upscale to that resolution. In this case, they only showed one image of a native 720p 2x zoom. I don't know why. It is basically upscaled to 1440p. Again, I assume there will be some toggles there or some options regarding the thing here of upscaling on video playback. The only thing is this kind of technology usually increases a little bit the usage of the GPU, but if you have a desktop, I don't see the drawback. It will be more usage in terms of power consumption, but at least the videos will seemingly be better. At least that's my perception there. Yeah, when it comes out, I will try out, it's especially on YouTube, and maybe in some VLC, try it with some videos like low resolution, see if it upscales better with higher resolution. But yeah, it's coming up for AMD GPUs, and I assume this is for 7000 series and also 6000. There is no mention if it is or not available to all GPUs. I assume 5000, maybe not, but at least 6000. I think they can handle this kind of workload here, because if not mistaken, FSR 2, which is basically the upscaling, 6000 GPUs, if not mistaken, they can handle that workload. So I assume it will be translated to this function here of YouTube and VLC videos. There was an Intel interview on here on the bottom of the thing. I watched the video on PC World. I think it's called PC World. I'm sorry if I got the site wrong. I watched the entire thing. They were talking about very much trying to talk about the technology of the Meteor Lake thing there, and how it's tile-based in terms of designing and everything, and implementation on the MSI Claw. Even though they didn't specify very much, they refer most of the technical stuff to MSI. Talk about like the implementation of that technology there. But yeah, very interesting how they went about it. The SoC, how basically you can see kind of fainted the lines here of separating the SoC thing there, which is basically tile based in terms of manufacturing, in terms of designing products specific for determined for specific workload. Sorry, like they have like an integrated part for only for GPU, other for only. There was something regarding video playback, I think, and some AI stuff already again. But I think that the AI thing, how it's implemented, seems interesting enough. However, we'll see how it goes. They talked about a lot of stuff, but the main thing here is by the end of the video, supposedly They were talking about the Battlemage stuff, just a hints here and there. Supposedly, according to his information, 30% of the team there, it's already working on the software part of the thing there. For the Battlemage, for the initial launch, there are already some how do I say, some samples there. They are working on it. The hardware part is completely done supposedly, and it's basically 30% of the software team is already working there. We'll see how it goes. I suppose a lot of the teams is still working on the Alchemist stuff, on the driver stuff, and all that technologies, the XESS, the upscaling stuff there. But yeah, seemingly it is going to launch maybe second half of 2024. We will see. Tom, which is this gentleman here, which works there on Intel as a, I forget his title, but it's Intel fellow, Tom Peterson. He was hoping to talk about at least Battlemage when it comes 2025, talking about that GPU there, and supposedly because they are thinking of launching maybe this year still, at least that's the schedule there. But yeah, it's interesting also in the interview while I'm talking Arc and Battlemage stuff, how the fact that they basically went to the discrete GPU part, how that kind of technology and the cores and everything can be translated to iGPUs to be implemented, that technology and how it works here and there. The fact that they have a dedicated basically GPU part of the Intel side there, how it can be integrated with other stuff, and the fact that it basically managed them to do what they are doing here with in this case with a MSI Claw, which is basically the only Intel handheld kind of gaming device here. The rest basically it's came out from AMD, the Steam thing there. I forget the name of the device there, and other brands. I think Asus also, Lenovo. Only MSI brought at the moment Intel, but yeah, it was interesting to check the at least overall like ideas that they are going through there in Intel. I think it's good because it maintains the competition there. I hope that they maintain the Battlemage plans, and coming up after Celestial, they are, I think the hardware engineers are already working on that one to see what's the finalized product there. It's good to see. Again, they mentioned when they announced Alchemist that will be a long-term project, so it will take time to mature. The driver part from the Intel Arc, it's improving. They manage through software improve the performance of the Arc GPUs, but then again, the GPUs itself, they are mainly aimed to low end to entry mid level kind of a thing there. But the prices are competitive, and I think from what I perceive, the limited edition GPUs, they run out very fast, and mainly because they have more VRAM, and the VRAM it's a little bit faster there. That's why they usually run out of stock on that one. But yeah, hopefully Battlemage will be a very competitive GPU, at least in the mid-range to like high mid-range, like entry-level, like super Halo products. We will see how it goes. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll be talking about this one. Also got here, I talked about this, the AirJet Mini technology. I think I talked about like 1 year ago when they presented on CES, if not mistaken, the last CES, the introduction of this technology, like the membrane cooling kind of a thing there. And I've been talking like 2 or 3 more times when we had some kind of news. They were working around with introducing this kind of cooling technology, like to handhelds, to tabs, even to laptops. And basically they managed to get a partnership here with Micron, which is basically how it manufactures, but it's the crucial like 8 terabyte thing, which is 4 SSDs working together in RAID. PCI 5 SSDs working in tandem to make like a super high, like 45 gigabytes per second reads, sustained reads. And of course, we all know that PCI 5 SSDs, they hit a lot. And the fact that this little membrane kind of a thing here, it managed to keep the temperatures in check. Maximum temperatures of 76 degrees around that Celsius, which is, it's kind of hot, but it doesn't throttle the drives, which is very interesting. The power of this kind of membrane cooling, how they managed to go about it, and how these guys from AirJet, they want to upscale the thing there for like cooling CPUs and GPUs or chips. All sorts of chips, which is pretty interesting. The fact that it doesn't fan, also the fact that it doesn't have fans, the volume levels are maintained in like around 20 decibels, which with of course, minimum noise 21 decibels, which is excellent. So it's silent in terms of operation, which is always good if you're just operating a disk. But yeah, it's interesting, and we got to see at least more real world implementation on some devices. And of course, the fact that it doesn't have fans, it will decrease the size of the thing itself, which is very, very, very good. And also Micron with the thing that I talked yesterday with the LPC, low whatever memory, compressed memory stuff, low. Oh my god, I forgot the P stuff. Low compressed advanced memory, something like that. The new models of the new modules for DRAM, which is going to be very efficient. And I just brought this one mainly because they talk a little bit of the prices in terms of we might expect some increase, at least on the construction of these modules. Of course, it's a new technology. It's going to have to be implemented in large scale, so it will take some reshuffling on the how especially motherboards are manufactured. But as you can see, it is this thing here, which like two module of SODIMMs to be translated in just this volume here, which is pretty incredible. And it can it has better speeds, it consumes less power. Yeah, I think it will manage to get around and be overall good thing here. Yeah, as you can see that the sheer size of this kind of, even the ones that are stacked upon each other in terms of volume, it's way less. As you can see here, it's so small, and has kind of at least the same performance, which is going to be good. More thin devices there, and less or more battery use, autonomy. I'm sorry, more battery life. To a certain degree between each recharge. I forgot the name of the word that I want to use, but yeah, very interesting stuff here. And these small things always interested me because it might not get all the headlines, but it's very interesting when this will start to be implemented. These kind of things, I always like to check all these curiosity things here. Regarding gaming, we got Cyberpunk. We got some tweets from people on CD Projekt. Supposedly they officially start the first day on the Boston office, which is the Cyberpunk 2077 sequel here. So again, I assume pre-production, a lot of concept art stuff, and concept designs and whatever, usually what game developers do. But yeah, I hope they're just not hyping themselves up to another trap there. Mainly because the first entry was apparently just a warm-up to the series, as Igor here says. Yeah, it was people tend to forget that Cyberpunk launched in 2020 and was a botch launch. It was very bad launch for a game. People were completely hyped up because of they were coming from Witcher 3, which is an excellent game. It had a smooth launch. The DLCs were awesome. Are awesome still, because you can still play the game. And yeah, and they come up with all that hype, the at the time pro-consumer thing, and they just launched a botched game. Taking into account that in terms of the publishing part of CD Projekt, they just wanted to throw the game out. They didn't want to delay. Even though I think if they delay 1 year, I think the game will be well more better received than it was at the time. Even though, again, they managed to get around and improve the game and live a little bit better to the promise that the game was supposed to be, instead of the 2020 state when it was launched. And of course, Phantom Liberty seems, for all intents and purposes, at least from what I see, an excellent DLC also, and an improvement on the story arc and everything. But yeah, they start off the journey here for the sequel for Cyberpunk. We should have before that Witcher 4 or the new trilogy, Project Molasses. I don't know. I always get lost with the how they call their projects there. But yeah, Orion is the Cyberpunk sequel there. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe give it 5 years and we'll have some news here. Interestingly enough, also from Remedy, they trademark FBC Firebreak. Basically, it's a direct reference to Control game. Again, this is one of those series that I want to play out. I already played Alan Wake a long time ago when it came out, but it's one of those series that I would like to make, at least to catch up in terms of the story. Playing Alan Wake, and then everybody knows that there is a connection on Control to Alan Wake. I already have the game, the Ultimate Edition. Then I have to buy Alan Wake 2 and make a gameplay through throughout the series of Alan Wake and Control, or better said, Remedy a Connected Universe. But yeah, FBC, it's Federal Bureau of Control, which is, I think, the main bureau where the main character takes place here, or where the game takes place and where she works for the FBC. And I assume Firebreak, because I didn't get spoiled. Supposedly, as it says here, Firebreak refers to strange features inside Control's oldest house. I don't know what this means, oldest house. Firebreaks are vast chasms that separate two areas, which mostly separate important or restricted locations from normal locations. I don't know what this is. In terms of gameplay, I will find out when I play the game, so it is what it is. And they basically filed this trademark on European Union Intellectual Property Office. And basically they are going for computer gaming software, as well as clothing, so merchandising, audio, video and multimedia production and photography. Again, I assume this is for concept arts and trailers and all that stuff, and probably, I don't know, they're just protecting in the future maybe something regarding like a series, even if it is like an animated series or something like that, or like a movie. They at least already trademarked that, which is interesting to see. They're riding off in a success that is Alan Wake 2. I'm very interested in playing that one. It will be very interesting. It for sure will chug along my 7900 XTX, but yeah, it's going to be interesting when I play that one. And yeah, basically regarding news, this is it. I'm just going to wrap up with some deals here. Again, we got the final hours on Epic Game Store for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy here. At least in my time zone, at 8 PM it will finish off on today's day, and afterwards is going to be this one. I don't know which game it is. On Steam, we have Vampyr. Got mostly positive reviews, but I think it's a very interesting game to play around, because it's got vampires, and I think you are a doctor and you get turned into a vampire. Then there is a lot of stuff going around in story wise that you have to juggle between that, saving lives because you are a doctor, and not eating the patients. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, 80% off seems a good price here. But yeah, it's from Don't Nod. These guys are known. Yeah, the guys that are upcoming Vanishers, Ghost of Eden. Let's see how that game will work out. I'm still very reticent regarding these two, but even though it seems interesting, the mechanics involved there. Also, we got Marvel's Midnight Suns 67% off, but I think the Legendary Edition is the better one because it has the character DLCs and the stories and the decks and everything there. 70% off. Again, if you like XCOM, and this has it's from the same guys from XCOM 2 and XCOM 1, and even XCOM Chimera Squad, and it's got the twist on deck building. So it's very interesting. I watched the Dark Hunter's Path there play from Christopher Odd, and yeah, very good. I'm very interested in playing this one when I can, and of course the characters are more based on the comic book iterations there. We got also Bioshock collection still. Got the free games plus all the DLCs, and the first 2 games are the remastered versions. $22. I think price cost of this package. You save supposedly $12. Even though I have Bioshock Infinite already, yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Only $12, 12, $18 give or take, if not mistaken here. Yeah, at least play the first one. It's the one that I recommend. That if you just want to play one, play the first one. And you will see how a lot of first-person shooters manage to get inspiration from Bioshock here. Even though Bioshock took a lot of inspiration from System Shock, if not mistaken. And lastly, we got Blasphemous, 75% off. If you don't know if it is a game for you, you got the demo here to try out. Yeah, seems a pretty good game if you're like Metroidvania with Dark Souls kind of a thing in terms of combat, in terms of difficulty. This game is for you. And yeah, 75. It's very cheap, $6. I think it's a good choice there. On GOG, I managed to find again Shadow Tactics: Blaze of the Shogun is on sale there, 90% off. We got also No Man's Skies. Got, of course, it's just only the base game. The rest, the updates are free, so 50% off. Again, excellent game if you like space exploration. And yeah, we got the thing here, the time to beat thing there. Got also Limbo, and 75% off. And from the same makers, we got Inside, also 75% off. Yeah, they are kind of shorter games, but yeah, how they tell the story through the environment, it's pretty good. I got this game for free, I think also Limbo, for free from Epic Game Store. They were giving for free almost a year ago or something like that, and I managed to snag and at least play it Inside. Very interesting how they tell the story just through environment and the puzzling stuff there. Very interesting there. But yeah, basically this is it, guys. I'm going to wrap up for today. With my plug on my Patreon for extra support. That extra support at the moment will be for storage, for me to be able to get around and have backups of the stuff that I do for my clients, and of course extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. Yeah, basically that's the most important thing for me at the moment, to get around and manage to do that. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, Kunamy Master out.